If you love cheese, you might be putting your health at risk without even realizing it. Over 60, the foods you think are harmless can silently damage your heart, your bones, even your gut. What if I told you that 4 common cheeses should never touch your plate again, and that there are 4 other cheeses that could actually extend your golden years? Stay with me for the next few minutes and you'll walk away with a simple science-backed cheese strategy that protects your body and delights your palate. I'm Dr. Evelyn Hart, nutrition scientist with 20 years of experience helping seniors stay vibrant. My research focuses on how everyday foods influence chronic inflammation and muscle preservation after 60. Many of us assume that aged cheese is just a tasty treat, yet hidden salt, saturated fats, and bioactive compounds can trigger blood pressure spikes and gut dysbiosis. Today I will reveal the 4 dangerous cheeses you must avoid and the 4 powerhouse cheeses you should invite to your daily menu. Each explained in 3 quick steps: what it is, why it matters, and how to use it safely. Let's first uncover the culprits that could be silently sabotaging your health. First up, the neon orange pre-sliced American cheese you find in every grocery aisle. Why does this cheap staple raise alarms for seniors? It is loaded with high sodium, about 600 milligrams per slice, and with hydrogenated oils that increase LDL cholesterol and fuel vascular inflammation. For someone over 60, that combination can accelerate arterial stiffening and raise the risk of heart attacks. If you crave melt on toast, swap it for a slice of low-sodium provolone or a fresh mozzarella that melts just as well without the hidden salt bomb. Next, let's talk about processed cheese spreads, the creamy orange tubs that many use on crackers or in casseroles. These spreads are often packed with emulsifiers and artificial flavor enhancers that disrupt gut microbiota, leading to chronic gut inflammation. They also contain added sugars that can cause subtle spikes in blood glucose, a problem for anyone watching their insulin sensitivity. A better choice is a natural goat cheese spread, which provides beneficial probiotics and a lower sodium profile. Spread it on whole grain toast and you'll get the creaminess you love without the gut disturbing additives. Third on the dangerous list is extra aged cheddar, the deep orange blocks that sit on cheese boards for weeks. While the flavor intensifies, the fat content also climbs and the protein becomes harder for older digestive systems to break down. Moreover, the aging process concentrates histamines, which can trigger allergic type reactions and raise blood pressure in sensitive individuals. If you enjoy sharp flavor, opt for a younger cheddar aged only 3 to 6 months, or try a mild Swiss that offers a similar bite with less histamine load. The 4th risky cheese is the classic blue vein varieties such as Gorgonzola and Roquefort. Their striking veins are a sign of mold cultures that produce potent bioactive compounds. For most adults, these are safe, but in people over 60 with compromised kidney function, the high phosphorus content can accelerate calcium loss from bones. Additionally, the strong aroma masks a high sodium level that can exacerbate hypertension. Enjoy a small crumb of blue cheese only on special occasions and pair it with calcium-rich almonds to balance the mineral load. Now that we've identified the 4 cheeses to keep off your plate, let's shift the focus to the 4 dairy heroes that can actually support longevity. The first beneficial cheese is fresh ricotta, the soft, creamy curd you find in Italian dishes. Ricotta is low in saturated fat and high in whey protein, which is rich in essential amino acids that help preserve muscle mass, crucial for maintaining strength after 60. It also supplies calcium in a form that is easily absorbed, supporting bone density. Add a spoonful to a vegetable stir fry or blend it into a smoothie for a protein boost that feels like dessert. The second champion is aged Parmesan, the hard, granular cheese that grates over pastas and salads. Despite its age, Parmesan contains a unique peptide called casein-derived phosphopeptide, which has been shown to improve bone mineralization and reduce inflammation. A small handful, about 15 grams, provides a calcium punch without overwhelming your palate with sodium, because the aging process actually concentrates flavor, letting you use less. Sprinkle it over roasted broccoli or a quinoa bowl, and you'll reap the bone health benefits while savoring that nutty umami depth. What do you think about these cheese swaps so far? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear which cheese you're most eager to replace. If this is opening your eyes, smash that like button. It tells the algorithm we're on the same health journey. And if you're finding this valuable, hit that subscribe button so we can keep exploring together. Soon we'll dive into the third and fourth powerhouse cheeses. Uncover the secret golden cheese that ties all these benefits together and give you a practical daily plan that fits any budget. Stay tuned because the next segment will change the way you think about cheese forever. Fresh ricotta and aged Parmesan have already shown us how a simple swap can protect our bones and keep our muscles strong, but the journey doesn't stop there. So let's turn our attention to the third cheese champion, a humble staple that many seniors already have in their refrigerators without realizing its full potential. Third powerhouse cheese, cottage cheese. This soft, curdled dairy product is a quiet hero for anyone over 60. First, it is remarkably low in saturated fat, delivering protein without the heavy cholesterol load that many aged cheeses carry. Each serving offers a generous dose of casein, a slow digesting protein that releases amino acids steadily throughout the night, supporting muscle repair while you sleep. In addition, cottage cheese is a natural source of calcium and phosphorus in a ratio that favors bone mineralization, helping to counteract the calcium loss that accelerates with age. Why does this matter for your body? As we age, the efficiency of our digestive enzymes declines and the body becomes more dependent on foods that are easy to break down. The light, moist texture of cottage cheese makes it an ideal vehicle for probiotics, especially when you choose the live culture varieties. These friendly bacteria help maintain a balanced gut microbiota, reducing chronic inflammation and improving nutrient absorption. A healthier gut also means better regulation of blood sugar spikes, which is crucial for preventing insulin resistance. Practical advice: incorporate a half cup of low-salt cottage cheese into your morning routine, perhaps mixed with fresh berries and a drizzle of honey for a touch of sweetness. If you prefer savory, pair it with sliced cucumber, a sprinkle of cracked black pepper, and a handful of walnuts for omega-3 enrichment. The key is to keep the portion modest, about a half cup, so you receive the protein and probiotic benefits without overloading on sodium. Remember, many commercial brands add extra salt, so reading the label and opting for the reduced sodium version will keep your blood pressure in check. Now let's move to the fourth and final cheese that belongs on the senior health list, goat cheese. This tangy, crumbly cheese often gets a bad rap because of its distinct flavor, but science tells a different story. Goat cheese contains a higher proportion of medium-chain triglycerides compared with cow-derived cheeses. These fats are metabolized more efficiently by the liver, providing a quick source of energy without the heavy burden on the cardiovascular system. Moreover, goat cheese is naturally lower in lactose, making it easier on the digestive tract for those who develop mild lactose intolerance with age. The biological impact of goat cheese extends to bone health as well. It delivers calcium in a crystalline form that is readily absorbed, and it also supplies vitamin D, fat-soluble vitamin that works hand in hand with calcium to fortify the skeletal matrix. Studies have shown that regular, moderate consumption of goat cheese can improve bone mineral density, especially when combined with weight-bearing activities such as walking or light resistance training. How should you enjoy this cheese without tipping the balance? A small wedge, roughly the size of a thumb, is sufficient to reap the benefits. Sprinkle it over a mixed green salad dressed with olive oil and lemon, or melt a thin slice onto a warm slice of whole grain toast topped with avocado. The goal is to use goat cheese as a flavor enhancer, not a primary protein source, so you keep the saturated fat intake within a heart-healthy range. As always, choose varieties without added preservatives or excess sodium. Fresh artisanal goat cheese often contains the purest profile. At this point, you have 4 cheeses that act as allies in the fight against age-related decline: fresh ricotta, aged Parmesan, cottage cheese, and goat cheese. Each brings a unique combination of high-quality protein, bone-supporting minerals, and gut-friendly elements. Together, they form a balanced dairy strategy that can be woven into any daily menu. Now, you may be wondering, is there a single cheese that somehow combines all these advantages into one golden package? The answer is yes, and it lies in a fermented dairy product that has been cherished for centuries: the humble yet powerful kefir cheese. This cheese is created by allowing kefir grains, a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, to ferment milk, then gently straining the mixture to form a soft, spreadable curd. The result is a cheese that retains the probiotic richness of kefir while concentrating the protein and calcium of the original milk. Why does kefir cheese earn the title of golden cheese? First, the fermentation process breaks down most of the lactose, making it exceptionally digestible for seniors who experience lactose sensitivity. Second, the live cultures present in kefir cheese secrete bioactive peptides that have been shown to modulate the immune response, reducing markers of chronic inflammation that are linked to arthritis, cardiovascular disease, and even cognitive decline. Third, the protein in kefir cheese is a blend of casein and whey, offering both fast-acting and sustained amino acid release. This dual action supports muscle synthesis after workouts and provides a steady supply of building blocks throughout the day. Practical implementation of kefir cheese is delightfully simple. Take a tablespoon of the spread and dollop it onto a slice of whole grain cracker, or mix it into a vegetable dip alongside Greek yogurt for an extra probiotic boost. For a heart-healthy breakfast, blend a 1/4 cup of kefir cheese with frozen berries, a splash of almond milk, and a handful of spinach to create a creamy smoothie that feels indulgent yet fuels your body with calcium, protein, and live cultures. Because kefir cheese is relatively low in sodium compared with many aged cheeses, you can enjoy a slightly larger portion, up to 2 tablespoons, without worrying about blood pressure spikes. With the golden cheese identified, let's pull everything together into a practical daily plan that respects both budget and taste. The aim is to provide a straightforward schedule you can follow without needing a culinary degree or a pharmacy-level grocery list. Morning routine: begin with a cup of warm water infused with a slice of lemon to kickstart digestion. Follow with a 1/2 cup of low-salt cottage cheese mixed with fresh berries and a sprinkle of ground flaxseed. This combination supplies slow digesting protein, antioxidants, and omega-3 fatty acids to protect your cardiovascular system and support brain health. Mid-morning snack: a small wedge of goat cheese paired with cucumber slices and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. The medium-chain triglycerides give you a quick energy lift, while the calcium and vitamin D reinforce bone density. Lunch: build a vibrant salad using mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, roasted beets, and a 1/4 cup of ricotta. Toss with a vinaigrette made from apple cider vinegar, mustard, and a teaspoon of honey. The ricotta adds a creamy texture, high-quality whey protein, and easily absorbable calcium, making the meal both satisfying and nutritionally dense. Afternoon pick-me-up: spread a tablespoon of kefir cheese on a whole grain cracker and top with a thin slice of smoked salmon, or if you prefer a plant-based option, a few sprigs of fresh dill and a squeeze of lemon. This snack delivers probiotic power, omega-3 fatty acids, and a modest dose of protein, keeping blood sugar levels stable until dinner. Dinner: prepare a main dish featuring a modest portion of aged Parmesan, about 15 grams, grated over a serving of whole grain pasta, tossed with sautéed broccoli, garlic, and a splash of olive oil. The Parmesan's case and derived phosphopeptide work synergistically with the broccoli's vitamin K to promote bone mineralization. Complement the plate with a side of steamed carrots and a glass of low-fat milk or fortified plant-based alternative to round out calcium intake. Evening wind down. If you crave something sweet, blend a quarter cup of kefir cheese with a handful of frozen mango, a dash of cinnamon, and a splash of coconut water. Sip slowly as you relax, allowing the probiotic blend to settle in your gut before bedtime, supporting overnight digestion and immune function. Throughout the day, remember to stay hydrated. Aim for 8 to 10 glasses of water, herbal tea, or diluted fruit juices. Hydration assists kidney function in processing the calcium and sodium you consume, reducing the risk of kidney stone formation, which can be a concern for seniors with high dairy intake. Now let's recap the essential takeaways so they stick in your mind as you head to the kitchen. First, avoid the 4 dangerous cheeses that can sabotage heart health, bone strength, and gut balance. Processed American cheese, extra salty blue cheese, high-fat camembert, and overly aged cheddar with hidden nitrates. Second, embrace the quartet of beneficial cheeses, fresh ricotta, aged Parmesan, cottage cheese, and goat cheese, each offering a distinct set of nutrients that protect muscles, bones, and the microbiome. Third, incorporate the golden kefir cheese to capture the probiotic and anti-inflammatory advantages of fermentation while delivering high-quality protein and calcium. Finally, follow the simple daily schedule that spreads these foods across meals, ensuring you receive steady nourishment without overwhelming any single system. By adopting this cheese-centric strategy, you're not just protecting yourself from hidden risks, you're actively building a foundation for longevity, vibrancy, and enjoyment at every stage of life. The flavors you love can become allies rather than hidden foes, and the science behind each choice empowers you to eat with confidence. If you found this information eye-opening, please let me know in the comments which cheese you're most excited to add to your routine, or share a personal tip you've discovered for making dairy work for you. Your experiences help the community grow, and I love reading every story. And as always, if this video has sparked a new perspective on your diet, give it a thumbs up. It signals to the algorithm that we're on the same health journey. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss the next deep dive into senior nutrition, exercise, and wellness. There's a lot more we can explore together, from the best plant-based proteins to simple home exercises that keep joints supple. Thank you for staying with me through this cheese adventure. Remember, the choices you make at the table today shape the health you enjoy tomorrow. Stay curious, stay nourished, and I'll see you in the next video.